Hello, and this is a video for Transformers Constructbots Elite Class Wheeljack. This is the first video I've done for the Constructbots, and I have to say these things are pretty impressive. I really do like them. I'll get into why I like them so much later on, but as you can see, he comes in this translucent Autobot plastic case, which I'll just show you. There's my hand compared to the case, and you know, it's not the best quality. It is kind of a squishy kind of plastic, but it's not cheap plastic, if that makes sense. You know, it serves its purpose, and it's fine for what it's used for, but it isn't the finest quality case. But you know, it's pretty decent, and I think it's a good idea because it keeps all the parts together. So yeah, you get this, and when you open each figure, you open the case, and you will have different bags inside. And you will also get a little sheet of paper with a code on it for some points, and you also get an instruction manual, which I'll show in a bit. So I've got Wheeljack partially disassembled here, just so he fits back in the case, but I will assemble him, and I will be right back. So here is Wheeljack, all complete and assembled. Like I said, I did just have him partially disassembled, you know, so he fit back into the case. And I do really like the cases, as I've already said. I think they're a great idea, so you can take apart your figure and store it. I think that's a great idea. And just as well, I'll just quickly show you what the instruction manual looks like. Very easy steps to follow, you know, really simple build, but it's you know, it's not too simple that you don't enjoy it, if that makes sense. The build is really fun. I really enjoy the build for these. I love it, and I think the build is great. And then when you've built them, you've got a pretty good looking figure at the end of it as well. So Wheeljack is awesome. I love this guy. I've got let's see, I've got Wheeljack, I've got Ironhide, I've got Optimus Prime, Soundwave, and Megatron, the, you know, Optimus and Megatron 2-pack. I have that. And every figure that I've got, I like. They're all very similar because they all transform in more or less exactly the same way. But, you know, I think they're a brilliant idea. They're so similar but so unique as well. But yeah, anyway, let's focus on Wheeljack. And Wheeljack, like I've said, is awesome. I love this guy. He's got his shoulder cannons, which are articulated. You know, you can kind of position them how you like. He comes with a gun, which has got like a clip there on the back, and that's got some nice detail on it. And yeah, really cool. I mean, look at the head sculpt. That is a really cool head sculpt for Wheeljack. Love it. His Autobot symbol is removable, as with all the Constructobots. You can take the symbol off and change it and switch it for a Decepticon logo, or, you know, whatever you choose. So you can customize your figure and then choose your alliance for your creation. So yeah, the articulation for this guy is really good. The shoulders are on ball joints, and these aren't just any ball joints. All the ball joints are kind of like a rubber kind of quality to them, so they when the arm is on, instead of flopping around and being very loose and loosening over time, it's kind of like a rubbery quality kind of texture to it, so there's a lot of friction, and these joints are really stiff, and they hold into place very, very well. That is something I am very impressed with these constructor bots. So yeah, the articulation, you know, you've got a ball jointed shoulder, ball jointed head, you've got ball jointed hips, bend at the knee, which is on kind of like a sort of a ratchet clip. All the joints are either a ratchet or one of those ball joints. It's not a proper ratchet joint, but you can kind of hear the kind of clicking there and the kind of movement of that, which is nice. But yeah, the articulation is brilliant, near perfect, you know. The feet have got a hinge there, and they've also at the ankle is on a ball joint. So yeah, you know, you've got so much range of motion that you can that you've got with these. Really, really cool. And now the big thing that all these have in common, and their, in my personal opinion, their gain and plus factor over Creo, is the fact that they can transform without having to disassemble them. Really cool. If I've not said this already, I'm going to say it. I prefer the Construct bots to Creo. I've said it, you know. I'm sorry if you really like the Creo, and that's fine, you know, but personally, I prefer the Construct bots. I don't know, I just think they work better. I don't know, I just think they're cooler. But, yeah, so to transform him, very, very simple. You just kind of move his cannons out of the way, open his chest, bring that down, fold the head in, close that back up, take the hands, fold them in, fold them up, fold them up, bring this like that, whoops, knocking the camera, bring that down, bring this up like that, same on the other side, bring that up. Then for the feet, you want to turn them inward, like that. Now, you come around to the back, and you can probably see that this, oh sorry, before you do that, you want to take this back section and flip it up, like that. Take out the Autobot symbol. It's up to you, you can leave the Autobot symbol where it is, or you can take it off. I'm going to take it off, and you'll see why in a bit. Yeah, and then you want to take the waist, and as you can see, it's kind of on a clip there, and it's also on a ball joint. You want to take it off the clip, but leave it in at the ball joint, so kind of show you what I mean. So you unclip it, but leave it tabbed in at the ball joint, and then spin the whole waist around, like that. Then these holes will go onto these pegs right here. Like that. Make sure that's all pressed together. Then you want to come to the front and line the front up so it's all lined up, and as you can see, that's what the feet do. They join together to form the front kind of bumper of the car, which is really cool. And then you can take the arms, and this peg will go into this hole. Don't know if you can see that, and we'll go into that hole. So just like that. Make sure everything's kind of lined up properly. At the back, so you've got this kind of spoiler effect. And then you just want to take these green pieces, fold them back, like that. Just angle the camera down. And then these you can either take them off or you can angle them up, kind of like this. It's however you want to position those. You know, it's entirely up to you. And then you can take his weapon, and that will plug in on top. And then the Autobot symbol that we took off, you can go ahead and plug that into there. So there you go, there's the vehicle mode, and the vehicle mode is really, really cool. It rolls incredibly well as well. You know, there's so much playability to be had with these. It's really good. Just take all these kind of missiles and guns and things off, just so you can see the actual car itself, and it doesn't look too bad. It kind of looks like a kind of Cybertronian sort of vehicle, but I don't know, that kind of, it works. It looks all right. You know, there are problems with it, I will admit, but for a toy that you can construct yourself into a robot and then be able to transform it into a vehicle that rolls well, I don't think it's bad at all. I think they've done a really good job with these. So yeah, that is basically my thoughts on this toy. I think it's amazing. I'm kind of lost for words because of how pleased I am with these. I will definitely be getting more of these. I do have the Megatron and Optimus double pack, or whatever you want to call it, Ironhide and Soundwave, and of course Wheeljack. But hopefully I'll be getting Blitzwing, Starscream and Bumblebee at some point in the future. But yeah, I'm just completely pleased and happy with these. So yeah, that's about it. I hope you've enjoyed this review. Thank you for watching. I would definitely recommend this to any fan of Transformers and construction toys. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe.